All right, so this is how to choose the right property management company in Jacksonville, Florida. This is a landlord's guide to making the smartest investment partner decision that you can make. We're looking at local expertise, transparent fees, and how to maximize your return on your investment. So, why choosing the right property manager is a make or break decision. You hear this a lot. A lot of people talk about whether they even need a property manager in the first place. And honestly, I'm biased because I am a property manager, so I want you to hire one. But to be completely honest, I'm also a landlord myself, and I've done self-manage, and I've done it the right way and the wrong way. So the first thing that you need to do is define your goals in the first place. What do you need from a property manager? Ask yourself, do I need a full service management company for leasing, maintenance, rent collection? Is my focus short-term return on investment or long-term appreciation? So a lot of that has to do with how long you plan on owning this property in the first place. Am I self-managing some of the tasks? Do I want to be completely hands-off? I'll be honest with you, for me personally, I know that I own a property management company, but when it comes to the day-to-day operations, chatting with the tenants, making sure the properties are filled and maintained, I personally don't want to do that job. I've found that my time is better spent for myself on actually going out and finding my next rental property. That's what I like to do, so that is how I currently operate. Am I self-managing some task or being hands-off? We already mentioned that. Do I have multi-family, single-family, or mixed-use properties? That one's really important because you may be able to manage a single-family by yourself. It might not be too much headache, but having a large apartment complex is a completely different animal. In fact, the apartment complexes that we manage do have on-site managers there to deal with those tenants. Jacksonville tip: landlords renting in military families or Section 8 tenants may have unique needs. Make sure your property manager or yourself has the experience in those areas. Of course, we have this stuff on our blog. You can explore our full service Jacksonville property management options. We're here for you if you need us. Okay, that was a shameless plug. Number 2, research local reputation and reviews. This is where Google comes into play, Yelp, local business, any place that Facebook, anywhere that you're seeing this video, even on YouTube or Google or wherever you're seeing it, look and see, do other people like those companies? Do they know those companies? Many times, a lot of us want to do business with someone that refers business. Do you know some other landlords that have used this company? What to look for: high volume of recent positive reviews. It's important that they are very current. Specific mentions on responsiveness, transparency, and tenant satisfaction. Responses to negative reviews. Are they professional? Are they defensive? Are they fighting with the people leaving these reviews? And a pro insight is ask for 2 to 3 client references. When you call, you want to ask, do they handle issues quickly? Are they transparent with finances? Would you recommend them again? Remember, those are to those current clients. Number 3 is evaluate services and scope of work. A strong property manager should handle marketing and advertising, tenant screening and leasing, rent collection and disbursement, 24/7 maintenance response. These days you can do that. It doesn't cost too much to set up the proper systems and to have a good team. Legal notices and evictions, financial reporting, and year-end summaries. All very important. The last thing you want is to hire a property manager. They don't account for everything. You go to give this stuff to your CPA and the documents that the CPA receives are inaccurate. You have to come back and deal with some stuff. So some red flags: limiting after hours maintenance options. You got to have that. Tenants are going to have some stuff come up. Vague service descriptions or a la carte pricing without clarity. Unwillingness to share vendor list or insurance details. And another pro tip: ask about their turnover process. A proactive property management company can reduce your vacancy period by 25 to 40% on average. All right, number 4, understand the fee structures clearly. Fees vary widely, but having transparency is non-negotiable. You want to make sure that whoever you're doing business with is being very transparent about their fees. Now, monthly management fees for long-term rentals here in North Florida, typically between 8 to 12%. I found over the years that the times that we went in and did it for a whole lot less than that, we were unable to provide great service on that property. So if you have a property manager out there and they say they'll do it for 5%, I honestly don't know how they're going to stay in business and make any money. And you want them to succeed because they don't get paid unless you get paid, and you want a great experience. So I would pay my property manager a fair price. You don't have to overpay, but if you try to get it for too cheap, it may not end well. So leasing fees, 1 month's rent is what we charge. We do a really good job. We stand behind that. We have a leasing guarantee. We have a whole team to do that. Occasionally, you'll find some local realtors that want to do it for a few $100 or maybe half of the first month's rent. Once again, I'm going to have the opinion that you get what you paid for with this. Maintenance markups, that's something that some landlords don't understand. There is work to do on top of all the other work to coordinate the maintenance and all that. Some property managers may have in-house maintenance guys, but look for a maintenance markup 10 to 15%. If you have a property manager charging you 30% plus on maintenance markup, that's a ripoff. I wouldn't pay that. And this is why you read your management agreement. All right. So make sure you understand this fee structure. Make sure you understand all the extra fees. See if they charge during vacancies. And once again, read that property management agreement. So number 5 is check technology, communication, and transparency. By now, your property manager should definitely be using an online portal for owners like yourself and the tenants to log in, get access to everything, and communicate, put in maintenance request. On the owner side, you should have your financials in there. You should be able to see what's going on with your property. Digital payments, collections, tracking, maintenance requests, systems, real-time financial dashboards, as mentioned, e-leasing, digital signatures, all that good stuff. They should have a good tech stack. All right. Number 6 is ensure legal knowledge and compliance. I have another video where I talk a lot about legal compliance, evicting tenants, Florida statute chapter 23. They should know it frontwards and backwards. You gotta have an educated property manager on the legal side and compliance. Number 7 is look for scalability and custom fit. Whether they have 1 unit or 100, your manager should be able to scale with you. Do they have portfolio pricing or volume discounts? Can they assist in acquiring or helping you sell your property? Do they offer project management for renovations? Those are all things that you want to make sure of. You want the company that you're doing business with to also want to be growing. So if they're not growing, that's not good for you as well. Some frequently asked questions on choosing a property manager in Jacksonville. Number 1, how do I know if a company is licensed and insured? Well, there's some debate about this, but our company is a licensed real estate broker. We do have general liability insurance. Matter of fact, we got insurance up to the ears because we've been doing this so long. And I would like to say everything has been perfect over the years, but you have to have good insurance in this business. So you can look up the license online. Just head on over to myfloridalicense.com. General liability insurance, they can give you a copy. You can have people named as additionally insured parties on policies. There's a lot of really smart things you can do on a professional level when you're dealing with a property management company. Number 2 frequently asked question is, what if I already have tenants? Most firms can take over mid-lease and begin managing immediately. I know with our company, we 100% will step in there. We just need a copy of the lease and any other agreements and basically send us the swipe file and we'll get going. Number 3, can I change property managers mid-contract? Yes, but most property managers do have a termination or cancellation fee inside of their property management agreement. So make sure that you look into that. Make sure that it's not too excessive. Number 4 is, do property managers handle evictions? They absolutely should help you with evictions, but they also should have an attorney available to do the actual legal work. Number 5, is it better to choose a large or a boutique firm? Both have pros and cons. Larger firms have infrastructure. Boutique firms often provide more personalized service. You're going to be more on a first name basis with somebody that's a little smaller. Conclusion. Strategic partnerships start with the right question. So if you learned anything from this video, if you're reading the article, I hope that you will choose a property manager that is the most impactful decision on you personally. Figure out your preferences, ask tons of questions, and I would be looking at the property manager that you choose as a strategic partner for you with your rental investments. Hey, we're here for you. If you need any help, just reach out, send us a message. We would love to help you.